Welcome, heritage friends. My name's Jonathan C. Sloan and my hobby is travelling to UNESCO sites all over the world, the perfect hobby for heritage lovers. Today, I'd like to show you a very special World Heritage Site in northern Germany and take you on a short trip to the Baltic Sea. Vismar and Stralsund. It's rather unusual to have two cities inscribed as one World Heritage Site, but it was even more remarkable to come up with the idea during the UNESCO application process of setting up a foundation to help other World Heritage Sites with funding and expertise. But now let's start our visit with a warm welcome to Vismar's Old Market Square. Behind me you can see the Wasserkunst from 1602, an old well house, and over there one of the city's oldest buildings from 1380, the Alte Schwede, literally the Old Swede. What a marvellous city, isn't it? With such beautiful old merchants' houses and soaring church spires. Hardly surprising though, since Vismar, just like Stralsund, belonged to the Hanseatic League, a powerful medieval alliance of cities uniting half of Europe through trade, a legal system and cultural exchange. Up here on the tower of St Mary's Church in Stralsund, it's a bit windy, but you have a great view. Over there is the harbour, crucial for any medieval mercantile city. From there, narrow streets lead to the patrician and trading houses, warehouses, workshops and long-distance trade routes. Today, Stralsund and Wismar still have the ideal layout of a Hanseatic city from the 14th century. The characteristic red brick became the building material of choice for ambitious Hanseatic cities. Brick offered a diversity we still admire today. It also led to a quite individual architectural style, red brick Gothic. The tower of St Mary's Church rises 80 metres high over Vismar, an impressive structure started over 800 years ago, a work of generations. Specially shaped bricks like this one here were all made by hand, but it only took one night of bombing during the Second World War to destroy this marvellous heritage forever. And afterwards, for decades, this is how it looked in Vismar. There was no money or materials for restoration work. A few more years and most of the historic structure would have been lost. Just like here in the neighbouring St George's Church. After 1990, the situation gradually improved. Restoring St George's was one of the major heritage preservation projects in a now reunited Germany. But the UNESCO World Heritage nomination created a real impetus. It made the broad general public realise what treasures there are here, a cultural heritage of global importance. Becoming UNESCO World Heritage is an honour, but it's also a responsibility to cooperate on a global level. Behind World Heritage lies the idea of preserving unique natural heritage or outstanding cultural achievements as the universal heritage of all humanity. And that's more than just a national concern. This globe shows some of the outstanding cultural sites and places of natural beauty on the UNESCO list, over 1,000 sites in total. But I've noticed how many of them seem to be located in richer countries. Could many poorer states simply lack the money and expertise to submit a World Heritage application at all? For example, the Namib Sand Sea. It stretches 300 kilometers along the Atlantic coast. This is an extremely dry desert, the world's oldest, within a national park offering unique geological features as well as endemic species. But it also has valuable mineral resources. The German World Heritage Foundation has worked to preserve this untouched region and supported its UNESCO application.
This is the dossier, a description of what the Namib Sand Sea is all about, the justification why we nominated it, and the plan how we will protect and manage it.
Over the last years, the Foundation has supported more than a dozen similar projects around the globe. The funds flowed into the application process, into the necessary nomination dossiers, or directly into restoration work as here in Albania, Montenegro, Mongolia, Poland, Cuba, Ukraine, Azerbaijan, Russia, Nepal, Romania, and others. The Foundation has set itself the goal of assisting underrepresented countries to contribute to a World Heritage List which is more balanced. Back to Mecklenburg, Western Pomerania. Set on an island in Lake Schwerin, the palace of Mecklenburg dukes who ruled these lands for centuries. Wow, it's a real fairy tale palace, isn't it? And it's on the German tentative list for World Heritage nominations. And not just the palace, but the entire ensemble, with the museum, opera house, and everything which makes a ducal residence worthy of the name. Visma and Strausend's idea has been adopted by Schwerin. In 2015, the city of Schwerin became a partner and supporter of the German World Heritage Foundation. But what exactly does the foundation do? I've made an appointment in Vismar Town Hall to find out. This is where the board of the German World Heritage Foundation meets, where the decisions are taken on what is funded. The board is supported by curators and experts. The mayors of Vismar and Stralsund both head the foundation on equal terms. So, gentlemen, how do you see the future of the German World Heritage Foundation?
My hope for the future is also that our foundation can play its part in preserving valuable World Heritage sites around the globe and making them accessible. That would be a wonderful achievement. But we as Hanseatic cities only have limited means to support our goals. We also need support from others. For example, we hope that World Heritage sites will become foundation members, become donors, and other institutions as well. This is already happening in part, and we're always happy to welcome other sponsors too.
I wish the foundation every success in its work. And now, time for me to move on. Thank you for joining me on this brief tour of Vismar and Strausund. Goodbye and enjoy your next visit to a UNESCO World Heritage Site.